Good evening, I'm Beth Farnsworth.
And I'm CJ Ward. One of the areas hardest hit by the Montecito mudslides back in 2018 has been transformed into a new debris basin.
And News Channel's John Palmentary joins us now live. And John, this will protect the area in the next huge storm.
And we are in the area where the Montecito mudflow hit on the corner of Randall Road and Highway 192. And this $18 million project behind me in this basin was a collaboration between residents in this area, local, state, and federal officials who all came together and felt that this was one of the best ways to protect the public from another violent debris flow.
911 emergency, what are reporting?
Are you still able to come to San Leandro Lane? We have small children, our house is flooded.
It was one of the worst disasters in recent years. After the Thomas fire in 2017, the Montecito mudflow in 2018 took 23 lives and damaged or destroyed hundreds of homes with giant boulders and tons of mud. The effort to protect the area from this kind of catastrophe again comes with dedicated community and political will and a new debris basin.
1, 2, 3.
The ceremonial scene had local residents side by side with county, state, and federal officials who collaborated to buy the damaged property and build the new Randall Road debris basin. It's above Highway 192 in the target zone of the mudflow.
All this project is downstream from our existing San Ysidro basin just up the hill there. This project includes more elements, as you can see.
Now, after the next wildfire or flood event that occurs, the hope is when that debris comes down that mountain, more of that debris will be captured here.
The original idea for this basin came from a resident who survived the mudflow, thought of a solution to help those impacted, and now looks over the result.
I kind of was worried it was going to be a little bit deeper. It looks obviously very, stark at the moment, but I know that it'll all grow up.
And it was, important that the community support remain there throughout the process.
These debris racks are about 6 feet tall, and when we have the heaviest of rains with the largest debris flow from these hills, they'll stop the large boulders and let the sediment and water go downstream without having the same tragic consequences we had in 2018. And one resident who left says her family knows the community is now safer.
It's a heart jerker. You're driving, for these kind of things, bring it up again. And then afterwards you kind of go on. And we bought a replacement house.
The bulk of the $18 million project was paid with federal emergency funds combined with state and county finances to defend the community from future losses. And up in the hills behind me, both to the left and the right, there are several other debris basins and other systems to hold back the rocks and debris if we have another big weather system come through the area. And the point that was brought out today, even though we are in a drought condition, we can still have extreme rains when they come. Very important information to remember. Live at the Randall Road Debris Basin in Montecito this evening, I'm News Channel reporter John Palmentary.
You're right, John. It's not if, but when, and so much work behind the scenes to make that happen. Thank you.
Thanks, John.
Now that the Kristen Smart murder trial is over, another trial may take place in the future. A Rio Grande attorney, James Murphy, has represented the Smart family since 1996. He filed a wrongful death suit against Paul Flores in 1997. And last year, Murphy filed a suit against Ruben Flores, Susan Flores, Paul's mother, and her friend, Mike McConville. All those were held up while the criminal case played out. Now they may potentially move forward if Kristen's parents, Stan and Denise Smart, wish to proceed.
Now what we have to do is just sit down and take a look at the case. I want to do for them what they want done for them. I am absolutely confident that they do want to pursue this matter.
If the Smart family moves ahead with the civil suits, Murphy says it would take at least 2 years to reach a courtroom.
Loma Alta Drive in Santa Barbara will be closed to traffic starting today. The city will prepare the hillside for potential storm impacts. It will be closed until May of next year as the city is trying to prevent debris flows from the Loma fire last year.
Finally, it really feels like fall. And Krista has been tracking. We've got a little bit of wind, but the temperatures are so nice and mild.
Absolutely. No complaints. It finally does feel like fall. You're correct. Here's a look at some of those current temperatures. You'll notice we are primarily in those 70s. We are starting to see some 60s along the coast. 69 in Morro Bay, 65 in Santa Maria, 66 in Goleta, 72 in Santa Barbara. Even those inland spots, really nice and mild. 73 in Paso.